Nice.
Pathfinder, Meridian is online.
We did it. Yes.
The word's out. Everyone's elated, but the Nexus wants to know what's next. What do I tell them? Tell them... Tell them we're home.
Ooh. A new villain.
Hey, Scott.
You beat me out of medical again?
Hmm.
How long?
Not long. Weeks. Enough to get started.
Started on what? The Hyperion? Meridian?
One and the same. Capital ship, capital city. A home for humanity.
We did it, Dad. Are you okay? You and Sam?
Our connection has been restored. I am once again able to help the Pathfinder activate remnant technology.
But does he still need to?
The doctor says that by raising a fleet, I may have overreached.
I failed sleeping.
The decision isn't yours.
Neither is it yours. That is the point, isn't it? Pathfinder, you're late.
To business then.
All right, get to it. What's so important?
Initiative protocol. Thanks to you, we can finally proceed as intended.
As outposts become colonies, the cluster needs its own voice, a true council.
And while I maintain that it is premature, we must nominate an interim ambassador to represent concerns outside the Nexus. Or rather, you must nominate someone.
Interim ambassador? To what and for who?
To the Nexus. The eventual goal was always a galactic council, but Meridian has accelerated concerns.
An ark has landed. The vaults may make outposts self-sufficient, and we can't claim to represent a sovereign Angara. An interim ambassador would represent concerns outside the Nexus, until elections when we can all step aside.
At the appropriate time.
If this person is supposed to represent people, shouldn't the people have a say?
That is precisely why we need your backing.
We can't impose a vote on the Angara. Or even Kadara. Eladin? Won't happen.
But you've acted for everyone. If you endorse a name, some may disagree, but they will trust it as a starting point.
Someone to speak for Helios.
I put forward Pathfinder Reka. I'd suggest you, but someone might think you killed the Archon to elevate yourself. We can't allow the appearance of that. But Reika keeps the position and timeline in the Nexus family.
The Angara need to help define the process. It's their right. Plus the Moshae would help solidify relations.
They have ongoing civil concerns with the Rokar.
Ugh, and we've a lot of unresolved issues of our own.
Meridian doesn't mean done. Ket are still out there. A Pathfinder is the obvious choice for stability. For us.
But hardly the empowering one.
Same old bullshit.
We need to keep influence centralized for now. That means Reika. The Pathfinder title should open a few doors. She's my choice.
You see? That wasn't so hard. Sense rules on Meridian's opening day.
Shove it, number 8.
Oh my god. They're so aggressive
Scott
with
is feeling better?
with each other.
Good. This decision, the policy and protocol, that's not what your victory was about.
So this is how you all party, hmm? Pretty tame, but don't tell the host I said that. Meridian is amazing, though. You accomplished the inconceivable. I'm grateful to be part of it.
Couldn't have done it without you and the Resistance. But mostly you.
That's kind. I'm glad I rose to meet your expectations. To think that when we met, the Angara and your initiative struggled to find trust.
The way we arrived on Aya was over the top. You know, uninvited and on fire.
Agreed.
Guess it worked out okay.
Ryder, the Angara will never forget how you saved the Moshae. But more than that, we'll never forget how you fought the Ket beside us. How we destroyed the Archon. Meridian is a new beginning for your people and mine. Together.
It's like a fairy tale. Do you have those where everyone walks off into the sunset, holding hands?
William?
Pathfinder, catch sea for you, in your planet. That's not getting less weird. About time Meridian got a proper grand opening. We all need this. Heard Scott woke up. How's he doing?
Not as well as he acts, but he's getting there, thankfully.
Stubborn as hell. I hear it runs in the family. Hey, know who I just talked to? A second wave technician, fresh out of cryo. Just had his first sunrise in Andromeda. He couldn't stop crying.
Just him?
Must be something going around. Maybe you're the carrier. Still outsiders to a lot of people. But this? It's almost home. They haven't given you 5 minutes alone since the fight. Have you had a chance to let it sink in?
There's no time. Meridian is the start of so many things.
Don't need starters. Starters are a dime a dozen. We need finishers. And we have the best. I'm looking at you, Pathfinder Ryder. The whole galaxy is. So much.
Hey, Ryder. How's Scott?
Much better.
There might be 2 Ryders around soon. Imagine. The Hyperion's forming scientific teams. Gotta start studying what we have. I may have helped them organize.
It's what you do. Meridian won't know what hit it.
And we should think about what's next. This is a new cradle for humanity. That's a big idea. Bigger than I'd imagined. So maybe building those teams was smart. Small steps to understand all this. Until we're at the top of the mountain.
And seeing the next horizon.
If we weren't off the map before, we definitely are now. With so much power in our hands, you think it'll be okay?
Cora, sometimes you just have to leap out there and see where it takes you.
Yeah? I guess you do. Whatever happens, you gave everyone an incredible gift.
So, Tan says he's gonna let me stick around and help with the... Hey, Ryder. You ready to get going? We've still got a lot to do. You know me, I'm always raring to go. Now that we've got Meridian...
Pathfinder, sir.
So formal all of a sudden.
Ha! Gotta have some standards after what we did. This place is something else.
We did it. Beat the Archon and took his toys.
Feels good, doesn't it? I sent out what's left of the Macmore scouts. Nearly drowned me in reports until I pointed them at Tan. Told him to be extra wordy just for him.
You'll love that.
He wanted the job, he can have the reports. It's not over, you know. There'll be more Ket and whatever else is waiting out there.
Whatever happens, we'll be ready for it.
Pathfinder and crew.
So glad you're up and around. I have important news for you.
There always is.
Yes, discoveries every day, but this is something we've been waiting for. Listen.
What should I be hearing?
Sorry, Sam. Active filtering. Initiative Protocol Alpha Alpha to the screen.
Protocol what?
Processing.
Repeating. This is the Arc-Kira-Sia. The situation is not under control. Note and avoid until further updates. Repeating.
Is that?
The Quarian Arc. And Elcor, Drell, Volus? Hanar, I think. That's some delicate business, putting Hanar in stasis. Point is, they're still out there. The Keela Sia wasn't destroyed.
That's fantastic news. We need to report this right away.
It's good news, but it bounced too many times to trace and...
That's not a distress call. It's a warning to keep away from... wherever they are.
Whatever's happening, they don't...
Pathfinder, I'm told there will soon be a new voice representing Helios.
Another of your leaders.
Hi, Sheriff.
What we need.
It was
It's
an
okay.
impossible choice,
Thanks for the
Ephraim.
bitties.
There's no name that would represent everyone. Though the one chosen definitely represents someone. Don't they, Pathfinder?
The whole point was that I'd get blamed no matter what, so I went with my gut.
Your stream's going
We'll
well.
see what comes of it. The glow from defeating the Archon can...
Yeah.
Up straight, everyone. This is the guest of honor.
Like you have to tell anyone that.
Hunter, this is our opening. Let there be some sense of ceremony.
As I was about to say, hello, Pathfinder. I am Chief of Operations, Iora
Sorry.
Pile.
Second Wave Placements Officer, Darlavas Hyperion.
Hunter Carey, Reconstruction.
This is the first I've heard of the term second wave.
It isn't literal. There have been several groups deployed for outposts. Second wave is about the staged evolution of the initiative.
First Wave out of cryo, structural support and generalists. Food and fences. Second Wave is organizational. Less generalists, more specialists.
More paperwork.
It's needed to rapidly advance. I'm not spending a generation on the range.
Darla Voss Hyperion. Placements officer?
As our developments in the cluster grow more sophisticated, proper matching of sleeper and assignment will be vital. My mission is to ensure compatibility and fulfillment.
When are you changing your name to Vast Meridian?
I keep Vass Hyperion to honor the ship that brought us here, as my godparents would want.
Just saying we're staying.
Please forgive Hunter. He is an ass.
Iora Pillay. You're in charge of Meridian?
That's a big statement. I will oversee the operations and establishment of our port. Exploration and study of the interesting substructure will be handled by Initiative R&D. I'm told that may take lifetimes. We'll ensure that we have them. That's what I trained for.
Hunter Carey, can I get some clarification on reconstruction?
Sure thing. I'm tasked with turning this once proud vessel into the future proud human capital.
It's more complicated than that.
No, it's a structural and organizational nightmare. Which is job security, which is perfect. Come back in a year. This'll be a galactic hub. You won't know where the Hyperion ends and Meridian begins.
Sounds like Meridian is in good hands.
I can only read the reports of how you brought us this opportunity, but rest assured, we will not waste it.
Yes. Thank you, Pathfinder.
Ryder. Enjoying the fruits of your labor? You deserve it.
Thanks, Kello.
The Tempest is getting some much-needed service. I was underfoot, apparently. But I wouldn't miss the big day. Meridian looks so different out of the cockpit. I think I understand better why you do what you do.
Finding Meridian crystallized a lot of things about being a Pathfinder.
I expect many around here are thinking about their own potential. I don't pretend to understand everything, but Meridian must have opened a lot of doors. Not all of them safe. I want you to know that it'll be my privilege to keep flying you to them.
It means a lot that you want to stick with us, Callow.
Oh, good. You're here. Maybe the festivities can finally begin. I don't like sitting on my ass. Places to see, people to go. Yeah, you know what I mean. Well, let's get this show on the road. Meridian looks great, but, you know, been there, done that.
We'll be here a lot. This place is the key to everything.
You're right. I love keys. They open all sorts of new things. Helios is changing, and will be for a long time. I'm just antsy. I don't want to miss a thing. There's so much more out there to learn and do.
I know. We've only just scratched the surface.
Hey, get your head out of the sky, Ryder. Enjoy the moment. We're here to celebrate, remember?
Look who's talking, Miss Basale.
Just keeping you on your toes.
Meridian, huh? I see it every day, and I'm still amazed. We're really starting to put down roots. It's wonderful.
Hope you're okay, Sheriff.
Did I tell you? The team's working with the Angara to set up a joint research body. That sounds exciting. I know. I can't wait. Us helping them helping us. Can you imagine what we
Hope
could
you're
accomplish?
okay though, Sheriff. I'll cover it.
I'm getting all misty just thinking about it. Joint research body, cooperating with the Angara. You're planning a party, right? Of course. Nothing builds a team like a good whiskey and a laugh. You'd better show up, Ryder. We wouldn't be here if not for you.
Still standing?
Still standing.
Then I did my job. Somehow. Nothing more need be said.
There's one thing. Dr. Lexi DePero, thank you.
Yeah, that did it. You jerk. Go on. I've a reputation to protect.
Dance! Oh my...
Hey, Ryder. So, this is supposed to be a celebration, right? You getting used to any of this yet? Meridian? The dream becoming a reality?
It's a lot to take in. I'm still in the pinching myself phase.
Well, I'm sure everyone here would be happy to line up and give you a pinch.
But so you know, I've got the Tempest topped out and ready. You want to blow this hot dog stand? Just say the word. Gallo's out there somewhere, time one on. If we're really sneaky, he won't even notice we're gone.
Who's flying then? You?
Why the hell not? I'm a quick study. How hard can it be?
Mess with somebody else's ship.
How about the Nomad?
There's still a lot more to go. I don't know if I want to stream the last parts of the game or...
Making a quiet exit?
It's no fun having the boss at the party.
Have you asked? I wager that most would disagree. I tried to think of a way to honor what you did. Some protocol. There isn't one. Your father invented this rule, but you defined it.
We've done what was needed, and this will always be here for us. But there's a galaxy out there, and you're all pioneers. That's why you're here. We're not done.
I had to put that speech there. I'm loving this game. The storyline's amazing. I basically completed the main game.